Look at your pantry right now. Really look at it. Every meal you have stored assumes one thing you might not have: heat, a working stove, a gas line that still flows, power that still runs, rice that needs 20 minutes of boiling water, beans that need an hour on a burner, freeze-dried packets useless without water you can spare. Now picture this August. The monsoon that was supposed to come never fully arrives. The fields in the Great Plains, already rated very poor to poor, finally give up. Winter wheat abandonment this year is running near the highest level since the Dust Bowl. That is not fear talk. That is the United States Department of Agriculture. And when the harvest fails, the shelves do not empty slowly. They empty in 72 hours. Just-in-time logistics means the grocery store holds about 3 days of food. No warehouse in the back, no reserve, just trucks that stopped coming. The water pressure drops because the reservoirs are low. The gas gets rationed because fuel costs are climbing. And suddenly, every single thing in your pantry needs a resource you are being told to conserve. This is the trap nobody warns you about. You did everything right. You stored food. But you stored food that fights you when the crisis comes. Welcome to the survival research. If you have not subscribed yet, hit subscribe and the bell. This is where we dig up the preparation the industry sold you wrong. Here is what most people get backwards about a drought. A drought is not just a food problem. It is a water problem and a fuel problem wearing a food problem as a mask. Every calorie you plan to cook costs you water to boil and fuel to heat. In a real drought, those are the two things you cannot spare. So the smart stockpile is not the biggest one. It is the one that asks nothing of you when everything else is gone. No heat, no stove, little or no water. That is the standard the University of Georgia. Extension Service actually recommends for disaster kits: non-perishable, no refrigeration, minimal preparation, little or no water. That last phrase is the one everyone ignores. So let me show you the 15 foods that meet that standard. Stop for 1 second. Everything I'm about to show you comes from one place: the complete survival research documentation, the exact drought ration list with calorie counts per dollar, the water-free rotation schedule so nothing in your stockpile expires unused, the storage method that keeps fats from going rancid in August heat. It is all in the survival research, step by step. Scan the QR code on your screen or hit the first link in the description and get it now. Let me keep going. Food number 1, peanut butter. This is the backbone of a no-cook stockpile. It is one of the most calorie-dense foods you can buy per unit of shelf space. Around 600 calories and 100 grams. Protein and fat together. It stores for years unopened and asks nothing of you. No heat, no water. A spoon and an open jar. Food number 2, canned fish, sardines, tuna, salmon, packed in oil, which means extra calories, not just protein. The high heat canning process already cooked it for you and sealed it sterile. It lasts for years past the printed date and you eat it cold. Omega-3 fats your brain needs when stress is grinding you down. Food number 3, canned meat, chicken, ham, the classic canned pork. Low acid meats, the canning process makes shelf stable for years. No cooking beyond an optional warming you do not need. Just protein, ready the moment you open it. Food number 4, honey. This one is almost eternal. Stored sealed in a cool, dark place, it has an effectively indefinite shelf life. Dense calories from natural sugar, plus antibacterial properties for wounds. It never needs heat, never spoils, and it lifts morale when everything is bland. Food number 5, nuts and nut butters beyond peanut. Almonds, walnuts, almond butter. Fat-dense, protein-rich, completely ready to eat. The one honest warning: fats go rancid faster in heat. So in an August drought, you store these cool and rotate them first. Still watching? Then you already understand more about real preparation than most people who spent thousands on gear. Subscribe and share this with someone who thinks a stove will always be there. Everything the industry got wrong is in the complete survival research. Link in the description. Now stay with me. The next foods are the ones nobody thinks to store. Food number 6, trail mix and dried fruit. Raisins, dates, apricots, dried mango. The sugar drought, stripped from the fields, concentrated and shelf-stable. Dates especially are almost pure survival fuel. Fast energy, no prep. Food number 7, energy bars and ration bars. The compact high-calorie bars built for exactly this. Some ration bars carry 2,400 calories in a single sealed brick. 5-year shelf life, no prep. Coast Guard tested for lifeboats. Food number 8, crackers and hardtack. These do not carry much nutrition alone, but they carry your peanut butter, your honey, your canned fish. They turn a spoonful of something into an actual meal. Keep them sealed and dry, or you inherit a bag of crumbs. Food number 9, powdered milk. Here's where I have to be honest with you. This one does need water. So does instant oatmeal, food number 10. I'm not going to lie to you and pretend they are water-free, but they need very little and they cold soak. Rolled oats will soften overnight in any liquid. no fire required. Powdered milk rebuilds protein and calcium from a small splash of your water ration. In a drought, you use these carefully, or you use the liquid already inside your canned goods. That draining liquid from the canned beans is water you already stored without realizing. Food number 11. Canned beans and canned vegetables. Already cooked, already soft, eaten straight from the can. The bean liquid becomes your cooking water that never needed cooking. Fiber and protein that keep you full far longer than sugar. Food number 12. Canned fruit and juice. Calories and hydration in the same can. When water is rationed, the syrup and juice inside are hydration you drink, not waste you pour out. Food number 13. Hard cheese and shelf-stable cheese. Wax-sealed hard cheeses in the canned or powdered varieties. Fat and protein and salt, all of which your body craves under stress. Food number 14. Salt, sugar, and electrolyte powder. These are not meals. They are what keeps meals working inside you. In heat, you sweat out electrolytes faster than you replace them. Salt and sugar have effectively indefinite shelf lives and cost almost nothing now. A pinch of salt in your water ration does more than a gallon of plain water in real heat. Food number 15. Instant coffee and tea. Not for calories, for the mind. The morale food that costs nothing and does not spoil. When everything is rationed, a familiar taste is the difference between coping and breaking. Now let me show you why these 15 work as a system. Look at the pattern. Fat for dense calories, protein for repair, salt for the heat, sugar for morale, fiber to stay full, caffeine for the mind. Every item is calorie dense, shelf stable, and asks for no heat. The two that need water, you feed with the liquid already trapped in your cans. Nothing here waits on a stove. Nothing here waits on a full reservoir. You built a food supply that does not depend on the systems that fail first in a drought. That is the whole point. That is what almost nobody stores. Now, let me be honest about what this is and what it is not. This is not a farm. This will not replace a harvest. 15 no-cook foods carry you through the weeks when the shelves are empty and the fields are dead. They are a bridge, not a destination. You still need water stored separately. Food does not solve thirst. You still want a manual can opener because a wall of cans you cannot open is a cruel joke. And you rotate the fats first because August heat is unforgiving to oils. The peanut butter and the nuts go before the honey and the salt, which barely age at all. But when the monsoon fails and the trucks stop and the gas gets rationed, this bridge holds. So here's the choice. You keep a pantry that assumes the stove will always work and the water will always flow. Or you build the one that asks nothing of the systems already breaking around you. The drought is not a maybe anymore. It is on the map right now. The only question is whether your food fights you or feeds you when August comes. If this changed how you see your own pantry, the pinned comment has the 3 foods I could not fit in this video. Subscribe so the next one reaches you before the shelves are empty, not after. The fields are already failing. Now you know what to store when the heat has nowhere to go.